The following is incredibly delicious. Viewer discretion is advised.
Today I'm recreating the Krabby Patty.
From the heart where flavor is forged, the man, the myth, the legend returns with another jaw-dropping recipe. Ladies and gentlemen, all those gathered, now we feast. And now your host, Big Mike the Chef2k.
Welcome back to the Chef2k's kitchen. Today I'm going to take a stab at recreating the Krabby Patty.
Well, Krabby Patty, it's time for you to go now.
I tried the Krabby Patty at Wendy's, not impressed. We're going to try and recreate it.
Krabby Patties! Get your Krabby Patty!
We're going to make our own. We're going to make it better. Now I've got my ingredients sitting right here. This is what I feel is in the Krabby Patty. I've done my research. I've got kids, so I've watched a lot of Spongebob, and I've seen the episode where Mr. Krabs has a bite of the Krabby Patty, and his reply is,
So that's what I taste like.
so that leads me to believe that that patty is made out of crab. So we're gonna use fresh crabs. We're gonna put in all the fresh ingredients that I feel goes well with it. And we're gonna see if we can recreate the visual and the taste of the Krabby Patty.
Hurry it up, will ya? We're hungry over here, look at us!
We'll start off with the crab. Now I've got some beautiful snow crab here. We've got some whole legs in there. We've got the knuckles, and then we've got some loose body meat as well. So we're gonna pick out the bigger pieces of the crab, pull that aside. Now we're kind of left with the knuckle meat and some of the body meat. We're gonna add that straight into our bowl. And we're just gonna take this and break this down a little bit. We still want a little bit of chunks, but we don't want it to have big chunks. It won't cook as well on the flat top. It'll start to open up and burst. We want this to bond very well before we cook it. Okay, we've got that all cut up. Next, I'm gonna throw a little bit of garlic in there, about a clove. We are going to mince this pretty good. Don't want it to be too chunky. Always make sure you get those little pieces of garlic skin out of there. It's not pleasant to find it in your meal. All right, cutting board's ready to go. Add that garlic. Got our lemon here. We're just gonna do a little bit of rind, not much, just a little. Get it nice and fresh. Make sure you wash that lemon. Take that, run it through your hand. Try and not get any seeds in there. If you do, get them out. Okay, we've got that rind in there. We've got some nice lemon juice in there. I'm gonna use some fresh Italian leaf parsley. All right, get some fresh green onion in there. Make sure they're all separated. Just gonna take the back end. The onion flavor sits in the end. Cut it in half. And we're gonna use the white onion for two different things. Clearly shows that there's onion on the burger. The onion shaved thin into a ring for the topping on the burger. And we are gonna add a little bit diced into the patty as well. We're gonna set this aside. We wanna keep the onion whole like this, because for burger onions, you just wanna go really thin. It's best for presentation, holds very nicely to the patty. The eyes are watering, so that onion's strong. I love putting capers in a crab patty, in a crab cake. I feel like that tart pickle flavor, it goes really nice inside that crab cake, which is essentially what we're making here. Okay, we'll just pull out about a teaspoon of them. We're not gonna add them directly, we're gonna cut them up a bit, that much. We're not looking to get fine dice, but we wanna chop them up a little bit. Get the flavors activated and going. So there we go. Oh, like that. Into it goes. I love Old Bay. Old Bay seasoning is amazing. In chowders, fish stocks, crab cakes. We're gonna give this about a teaspoon. A teaspoon of that beautiful Old Bay. Fresh cracked pepper. Now we're gonna use mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is really good to bind this together. We want it to stay in patty form when you're doing this. Say about a tablespoon and a half. I love Keen's mustard. It's got a really nice kick to it. We're gonna do about a half a teaspoon. We don't wanna go overboard with this.
A friendly reminder to wash your hands.
It's definitely not gonna hold yet. We're gonna have to add a little bit more mayonnaise to it, so we're gonna change that to 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. We need this to hold together a little better than that. Put it on a plate, get it in the fridge, let it set up for a little bit before we cook it. How's this? Is that good? Okay. Say about 4 ounces. It's about the size of a good hamburger patty. That mayonnaise that's in there is gonna help it brown up really nicely on the griddle as well. So when we're talking about SpongeBob, I've had a few different theories. I think Plankton is actually just trying to expose Mr. Crab for his bad farming practices. I'm pretty sure he's snatching up every crab that's anywhere near that place, locking them up, sending them to the kill floor, and they're the next Krabby Patties. If you don't agree with me, go f yourself. Don't put that in there. Okay, we've got 3 patties here. One's a little bigger than the others, but that's because Fatouche is big. He likes to have a big burger.
Another friendly reminder to wash your
I feel
hands.
like we're getting some decent energy here. Let me clean this up. They're looking great. We're gonna throw them on the flat top, but we wanna let them sit in the fridge. We want them to harden together, just marry together, get the flavors running. And obviously you've seen it, the Krabby Patty definitely has sesame seeds. Okay, as you guys, there's sesame seeds on the bun. I've got some beautiful brioche buns here, but they do not have sesame seeds. I'm gonna show you how to get sesame seeds on your bun. We're gonna start with an egg. We're just gonna do a simple egg wash. You're gonna bust it all together. Grab yourself a basting brush. I'm f***ing plugged in. Nothing ever is. Shut up, Fatouche. Okay, we're gonna just bake these 400 degrees. Were you even filming before? We're gonna do the egg wash on top of the bun. Perfect. We take our sesame seeds, put a few in the palm. Get those sesame seeds on there. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Now we just put them in the oven, finish them for like 2 minutes, and they're done. They're ready to go. Okay. What else? All right, core that tomato. I got a beautiful, sweet heirloom tomato here. Just pretty. Oh, it smells amazing. Take that first top part off. Heirloom tomatoes, although they are so beautiful, and they will have scarring and stuff on the top, just don't use that, but it's still perfectly great to eat. I won't let a bit of this go to waste. Nice slice of tomato. We don't want to go any thicker than that. That's it. We've got 3 slices of tomato. Now the onions, do not go thick. Nobody wants to bite into a brick of onions. Never rush when you're doing knife work. I know that you see everybody on TV and it's not necessary. Take your time, make sure your cuts are precise. Perfect. Now we break that into rings, do another one. All right, we got a perfect pile of onions there. Let's grab a fork and get some pickles. Pile of pickles down here. You don't want too much excess moisture. You know, I like to try and put a little bit of salt on my tomatoes, draw some of the moisture out, even when I'm making a sandwich. Excess, not access, excess. Now we've got the fresh, beautiful butter lettuce. You're making a sandwich or a burger, you want lettuce on that, you ain't going wrong if you use butter lettuce. It's delicate, but it still has a nice crisp to it. Line them up. The ends are ugly. We're gonna cut all those off. Boom, grab your knife, take that off. Now we got a beautiful pile of lettuce. So that leaves us with the last thing. We're gonna whip together a quick sauce.
These are delicious.
You're right. I can't imagine what makes them taste so good.
I'm thinking more like a little tartar sauce or something. That's what I feel is on the burger. We're gonna start with some whole mayonnaise. None of that Miracle Whip crap. All right, we got that. We're gonna use regular relish. So I'd say we've used 2.5 tablespoons of mayonnaise, and we're gonna use about half a tablespoon of relish, maybe a touch more. You kinda gotta go by taste. Mix it up, taste it. If it's not where you want it, add a little bit of something that you feel is missing. All right, we're gonna do some fresh lemon juice. Always crack a little bit of pepper in there. And then we're gonna get back into that beautiful Old Bay seasoning, especially when I'm working with fish. We'll put about 1/2 teaspoon. Because we got the Keens in the dish already, we might as well use it again. Just a little bit, 1/4 teaspoon. Pow! Okay, we're ready. Let's mix this up and then we'll taste it. See if we got it. That lemon juice, the relish, it's gonna give it that nice tang that it needs. Obviously the mayonnaise just gives it that full flavor, that creamy, nice flavor. And then the Keens just sets it all off. That's banging right there. I wouldn't do anything to it. Okay, we are set up. You ready for me to do something? 1, 2, 3, go. But now we'll go over to the pit. The pit is where it all happens. That's where all the hot food gets created. We'll finish this bad boy off. All right, here we go. We're gonna cook these Krabby Patties. So you're gonna notice a little change here. Usually I would use olive oil, but I've recently made a switch. Now I've gone with organic beef tallow. Beef tallow is a lot easier for your system to break down. Seed oil, it's not very easy to digest. And that's what we got here. There we go. Now we just gonna let it do its thing. Gonna throw more tallow, just a little bit. We're just gonna get those buns in that tallow. Let it soak a little bit up. Okay, buns are done. I think this is gonna be excellent. I can see why Mr. Crab is so successful with the see what's it called?
Krusty Krab!
Coming out of that crusty crab.
Did you say Krusty Krab?
Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, it's coming back there. Oh, damn, there. That looks perfect. Got that nice brown edge. I know when you look at the Krabby Patty, it does look like a beef patty. That's where that brown edging comes along that we get from searing it on the flat top. Take a piece of cheddar cheese. Okay, got our cheese on. It's gonna dump a little water. Cover it, let it do its thing. Okay, there we go. We've got our bun with our Krabby sauce. We're gonna take that beautiful, cheesy Krabby Patty. Look at that. All right, let's take this back to the cutting board, get the rest of the stuff on it. You ready, motherfucker? We have arrived at my favorite part of the show. We're gonna build this burger and we're gonna have a taste. Here we go. So, according to the pictures and the research that I've done on the subject, we are gonna build this accordingly. Pickles first. We got our pickles down. Then we're gonna go onion. Onion, beautiful, thin slice of that heirloom tomato. Then we're gonna top it with a couple crisp, delicate, beautiful pieces of butter lettuce. Make a nice stack with it. Boom. That top bun that we put our sesame seeds on looks absolutely amazing. Our crab sauce, that'll help it hold to the lettuce. Thank you. That right there is my version of the Krabby Patty. Wendy's, eat your heart out. Boom. We're gonna see if this one's better. This right here is banging. The sauce is perfect. All that crispy, cold, cool veggie on top is amazing. Cheese goes well with it. I'm gonna nail another one. All right, guys, we finished our adventure down to the Bikini Bottom, into the Krusty Krab. We escaped with what we think was the recipe from Plankton.
You lose, Plankton. Now watch as the Krabby Patties wholesome flavors work their magic.
Now we're gonna head home and Okay, I'm gonna talk first and you're gonna walk in.
This car from the side angle fucking room. Hey, what the? Oh!
Okay,
All right,
so you get out of camera for a second, you're gonna walk to me, to whichever side. You wanna be on this side or this side? Okay, ready? Okay, guys, I had to force Freddie to try Krabby Patty. I took him to Wendy's.
It was gross.
He was not impressed, so we've got him here. He's gonna do the taste test. We're gonna get a straight up opinion. Oh yeah, look at that. Just layers of beauty. Get that beef flavor into that crab.
Oh my God. Oh yeah.
Wendy's, eat your heart out. Free swag bag, guys. You guys send us a picture of that burger looking absolutely amazing in your hand before your first bite. First one that does it, free swag bag. Yeah, we got two. We got two. If you guys like what you just saw here, please subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss any delicious notifications. I was running out of breath, but that's what I say, right? Okay, ready?